welcome to James Liz's Express Lane, where we get you now as fast as possible. Bringing you the review for Red Sparrow. Just got back from watching it. Wasn't exactly sure what it was about. I felt it had a bit of an Atomic Blonde vibe. I love Atomic Blonde, and I was right. This is Atomic Blonde if done by the Russians, pretty much. It's the best way to explain it. And for you ladies out there, there's not just female nudity, there's also full frontal male. Not very good, because this is from the movie. How come all Russian women are so sexy, and yet all the men look like toads? That's straight from the movie. So yeah, the male nudity isn't exactly the best, but there's a ton of nudity, a lot of action, not as much violence as you'd expect. Like, the violence that's in it is graphic, but it isn't that much. Let's see, there's one, two... Yeah, there's like 3 scenes of actual graphic violence. There's a scene of torture, but that's torture, not violence. Violence is, fighting, knives, whatever. So yeah, there's pretty much just 3 full-on violent scenes in the entire movie. But because of the nudity and language, it's going to get hit with rated R no matter what. But, like I said, it's Atomic Blonde, if done by the Russians. Full-on Atomic Blonde vibe of what the who the what, huh, how, why? I guess I'll do a spoiler at the end. Sure, why not? But if you like Atomic Blonde, if you like James Bond but want something better than James Bond, this movie is it. Like James Bond's all about the gadgets, well, this one's all about the suspense, all about the thriller, all about the intensity, all about the characters. You follow the main character, but she meets some American spies, she meets some Budapest people, the whole thing is about this former dancer. She was a ballet dancer, then she broke her leg during a performance. After that, her uncle, who works for not the KGB, whoever replaced the KGB, recruits her. It's like, hey, we're going to send you off to this special school where you'll learn to become a Sparrow. And I was thinking this is going to be like the Black Widow training from Avengers, like something like that. But it wasn't. They weren't trained how to fight. They weren't trained how to torture. They weren't trained how to do anything physical, but meow, meow, meow. Both male and female. Male and female candidates, whatever you want to call them, are trained in spotting the subject and finding out what they want physically, sexually, emotionally, so you can manipulate them. Oh, that guy likes little boys? Well, you're going to have to find a way to, get him to attract to you. Stuff like that. I mean, during the training sequence, the person I brought with me is like, what kind of movie did you drag me to? Hey, I said this with Death Wish, and you chose this. Because I never heard of Death Wish before. God, this movie's weird. Yeah, there are some scenes that are fucking weird. But they kind of need to be there for the whole atmosphere of the movie. Thankfully, they only spend about 20 minutes on the training, and then they get back to the action, and just... Again, the training sequence was just weird. Don't take your mom to see this movie, is what I'm saying. No. Heck, maybe you don't even want to take your friends with you. This movie is weird in spots. But other than that, the ending, I was like, come on, let this ending happen, and they didn't. Still a good ending, but I think the ending I would have had for it would have been better. So, should you see this movie? Yes. Can I give it an 8? I mean, the awkwardness of those scenes... But just because I was awkward, well, then again, the person with me was also awkward, so... I don't know, I mean... I want to give it an 8 out of 10, but I feel it's more of a 7 out of 10. Because, like, those scenes with the training, it's like, man, it makes you uncomfortable. But then again, maybe good cinema should make you uncomfortable at times, right? Screw it, we'll make it 8 out of 10. Go see this movie. Don't even wait for it to be a cheap day. Go support this movie. Now, give you a few seconds before we start the spoiler section. 1, 2, 3. Alright, spoiler section. My ending would have been, she was a good Russian spy the whole entire time. None of this, I'm gonna be an American. Yay, I get to go to America, yay. No. All this would have happened. Looked like, oh, she's gonna betray her country to the Americans, and then... Nope. Nope. She stays a good Russian spy. Like, I think that should have been the ending they gone with. But that's not the American ending. That's, that's a mind-blowing ending that you just wouldn't expect. Like, go through all this, like, oh my gosh, she finally gets the... Oh, and the whole reason she gets recruited is because she's supposed to find out the name of the mole and the Russian intelligence and all that. And she does. But I just feel it should have been better if she turned out to be a good Russian, find out who the mole was, and then to like, oh, she's gonna betray her country to the Americans. She's gonna do all this, and then she gets the Americans killed and goes, he's the spy. Kill him. But in the end, the mole actually confronts her at the end, and so she has a choice. Now, does she turn him in or does she not? And she does. But it's not the mole. It's her uncle. She set him up. She was able to get stuff planted in his apartment and all that to make it look like he was the mole. Which, I mean, that was a great twist. Like, the mole even says, like, hey, turn me in. They will trust you forever. They will never look at your way again. You'll be able to get all these secrets from them and give it to the Americans. If you turn me in, I'm ready to die. My wife, and the reason the mole turned on his country was he had a wife. They were at whatever embassy, and she was sick. And whatever Russian politician said, no American surgeon is allowed to operate on her. She dies, she dies. And she died. And so he's like, nope, you guys, you killed my wife. And I love, like, before they revealed that she betrayed her uncle and got him planted and all that, he tells her, and he goes home, gets out a big cigar, glass of whatever. They even show him, like, making sure the door is unlocked. Like, you know what? I don't need him to break the door and just leave the door unlocked. And he just goes to this thing. And he waits, because, like, she's going to turn me in. I'm going to get executed for being a traitor. He's like, fuck, I don't care. I did my job. Like, that's a way to go. Like, no, I'm going to flee the country. I'm going to try to hide. No, he's just, nope, screw it. I did what I did. Get me, bitches. But again, she betrays her uncle and makes him out to be the mole. So, yeah. I still think it would have been better if she had been a good Russian and got the Americans killed and the mole revealed and all that. Like, that would have been one hell of an ending, because no one would have expected that ending. It's like, oh, she's going to betray her country for the Americans. Yeah, we saw that. Like, figured that one out half an hour in. But, I mean, they do keep you guessing. They keep twisting things here and there. And it's like, man. Is she going to betray her country? She's going to betray the Americans? Like, they keep it going there for a bit, but in the end, yeah, she betrays the country for America. Which is just, they should have had her be a good Russian. But the person I took with me said, you know what, they might make a sequel out of this, which, with the way the movie ends, they could very well have a sequel to this. And I'd be excited to go see it. Like I said, this movie was good, so I'd be very excited to go see a sequel. Anyways, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.